The springtime mud fishing can be really, really good. Typically, that's for the southern ports. There's a little bit of bait around, usually in front, and if there's bait, there's usually king. So a lot of times, early season, and I'm talking like, but before the fish even really show up in good numbers, there's some fish hanging around the dirty water. So usually right in between the arms. Historically, baits like um, stinger stingrays or larger size magnum spoons, pretty good. I never really pulled plugs early. I know some people will pull some small plugs early in this time of year. I usually just pretty much fish spoons, bright colors, stuff that does well in dirty water. Been kind of my go-to over the years. But anymore, I'm down south in the spring, so I don't really get to fish the out front mud program early. That's usually if you're not getting out of town. So down south, the king fishing heats up, the koa fishing heats up. There's a lot of lake trout and stuff inside, so we're typically doing that.
Yeah, and you have that green water, which is a new discovery of mine that I like. But generally you're fishing seams. You're fishing seams of water where water is meeting. Usually the fish aren't necessarily in the darkest water, but in that kind of where it starts to blend in with the blue water.
And I think fish will hang out on the clearer side of that and kind of charge in and out of that hard edge if there's a hard edge there, but from that muddy water to clean. So a lot of times it really depends on how much rain there's been, how far out the mud is. So if there's not been a lot of rain and the river's not really roaring, then a lot of times it's going to be right between the arms, like right out front. But if the mud is pushed out a ways, a lot of times they're on that hard edge between the clean and dirty water.
Yeah, so I hope that one kind of answers that for you.